Welcome back to Tech Yes City. This is Brian coming to you guys today with the coverage of the BitFenix booth, and they do have some new cases on display here, so we'll take a look at them and also address some of the other cases that are on display here too. 2017's Computex coverage for Tech Yes City was brought to you by MSI and Corsair, and for a limited time only, you can get a free copy of Ghost Recon's Wildlands Deluxe Edition with any purchase of an MSI product. Click the link in the description below to find out more. So here I am, guys. I am joined by Oliver from BitFenix. How you doing, man?
Hey, I'm good, thanks. Thanks for coming here. How you doing?
I was just about to say, his voice sounds like Arnold Schwarzenegger, so he is the Taiwanese Arnold Schwarzenegger, guys.
Get to the chopper, man, get to the chopper.
I'm going to run off with one of these cases and get to the chopper. So behind me here, we have a new concept case. This is the Enso Showcase. So would you want to tell us a little bit more about this case, what's inspired this case, and what to look out for in terms of pricing, availability?
Sure, I'll do that. So as you can see here, what's getting into your eyes first is the addressable RGB. Yeah. So you've seen that around a lot lately in the market. But we have a little different approach because in the end, most of the addressable RGB components out there, you have to have another GUI for it, so another software. So you'll end up with 3, 4, 5 different softwares, which in the end is not really convenient for the end user. So what we're doing here is basically we have one controller in the back to control this kind of lighting with different programmed modes. But then we are also working with ASUS for another lighting solution with ASUS Aura with their latest high-end boards. So you can directly control it just with their software, so you don't need an additional software.
So another thing I've noticed about this case now is the support for an extended Atx motherboard. Now, the size of this case is really a mid-sized tower case. Like, actually, I'd say a little bit smaller. So really nice fitting there. But do you want to tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, right now we have inside the Crosshair 6 Extreme, which just launched at the beginning of the Computex. It is a pretty huge card. I mean, you know the ASUS Extreme cards. So it does fit inside, and even with the cable management, you can get it done. If you get a bigger board than that, the cable management might get a little crampy, but apart from that, you don't have a problem. And also with the longer graphics card, as you can see, we have a Strix 1080 inside, and it does fit without any problems, even with the water cooling solution.
So there it is, guys, the Enso Showcase. When can we expect this thing to market, and what price?
Well, we do expect to have this thing end of Q3 or latest beginning of Q4. So for the Christmas season, it should definitely be available. The market price we're targeting is roughly around 79 USD.
That's a pretty good price, considering it's got tempered glass and it's got a unique design on its own.
Yeah, well, we did want to make an affordable option for all the gamers out there, for all the people that do value and to appreciate the RGB lighting, and I think this is a very good option for that one.
And it's also got the enclosed power supply shroud there, so very sleek. Let's move on to the next one. So now we're over at the second new case coming out of Computex with Arnold, and we're looking at the black and white thin bezeled Nova TG. Is that something you guys are focusing on now? Very clean aesthetic.
Well, the Nova itself actually was launched a couple of years back, so a lot of people might have seen this front panel before. What we did was actually to just upgrade it. So we took the same front panel, we did some small improvements in the body itself, but as the name says, the biggest improvement basically is the tempered glass. So we are talking about a pretty entry-level case, so it's more of a budget solution. But we did want to offer like the latest standards with the tempered glass because, people have been crazy about that, and it does look way better than with the acrylic panel on the side.
So you'll have to have clean cable management in it, as it is kind of like an all see-through design. But with that, if you can get it right, it will definitely look really good. Is there terms of pricing and availability? What can we expect on this model?
Well, first regarding the cable management itself, of course, right now this is the state we're at. It's a final sample. We are still trying to figure out some ways that at least you can maybe hide the cables itself, or cover it with some kind of, a skin on the tempered glass. We'll see about that. It's not final yet, as I said. But availability is like basically around August, I believe, and the MSRP will be around 49 USD. So it is a very, very good solution, I believe, for the people on a budget who wants to have tempered glass on the case.
Okay, so how much was that again?
It's gonna be 49 USDs.
$49 with tempered glass, and it looks this good. I think this will be a hit. What about availability? When can we expect this thing to hit the shelves?
It's gonna be in August, probably around mid-end of August, I believe.
Okay, I definitely want to take a look at this thing when it hits in August, guys. Tell us what you think about this one? But thanks for your time, Oliver, aka Arnold Brother. Love your work. So I'm now looking at a very unique case. This is called Pandora. So we can see here curved tempered glass all around the case. So BitFenix want to show with this concept that they can do curved and they can do all tempered glass. And the size of this thing isn't too big as well, but there is no pricing and availability yet. It's very early in the concept stages, so let us know if you guys like this case or not. So I'm over at the section where they are displaying their portal cases, and they have this in 4 different variants, so black or white, but within those variants themselves, they have the option for the top windowed panel. Now, I was surprised because I saw this case on Ed from TechSource's video, and in person, it actually looks even smaller than it did on that video, so I was actually surprised at how small this thing is, yet it can still fit all the options you'd want out of a custom desktop PC in a mini ITX form factor. So I will be definitely doing a build on the channel with this case, and I look forward to bringing you guys that video. So that's all for the BitFenix booth in 2017 for Computex. Let me know in the comment section below what was your favorite case on display here, and I'll catch you guys in another tech video very soon. Peace out for now. Bye.